In a dimly lit garage, four robbers, each dressed in black, prepare for the heist of their lives. Blueprints of a downtown bank are spread across a wooden table, illuminated by a single hanging light bulb. The leader, a seasoned criminal with sharp eyes, traces the escape routes on the map. Nearby, a tech-savvy member assembles a device to disable the bank's security systems, while the other two load guns and check their equipment. The room is filled with tension as each person focuses on their task, the only sound being the quiet clicks of magazines being loaded. The leader looks up and says, "In and out in 5 minutes," setting the tone for the mission. Scene 2, The Approach. As dawn breaks, the robbers drive through the city in an unmarked van. The streets are deserted, bathed in the cold blue light of early morning. Inside the van, silence reigns as the robbers mentally prepare for what lies ahead. The driver grips the steering wheel tightly, his eyes fixed on the bank's silhouette, which looms larger as they approach. The van slows down as they near their target, the tension inside the vehicle almost tangible. Scene 3, Entering the bank. The bank's front doors swing open as the robbers, masked and dressed in black, stride in with purpose. The sleek, modern interior of the bank contrasts sharply with the dark presence of the intruders. One of the robbers immediately heads for the security desk, swiftly disabling the cameras with a device. The others fan out, taking their positions near the exits and counters. The bank's employees and early customers are frozen in shock as the robbers silently take control, their actions precise and methodical. Scene 4, The Takeover. The takeover happens in seconds. One robber stands on a counter, brandishing a weapon while another locks the doors. The remaining robbers force the employees and customers to the ground with a single command: "Nobody move." The atmosphere is electric with fear as the robbers dominate the scene, their every movement exuding menace. The polished floors and glass walls of the bank gleam under the harsh lighting, a stark contrast to the violence and chaos unfolding within. Scene 5, The Vault. Deep within the bank, the leader and the techie face the massive steel vault door. The techie quickly connects wires to the electronic lock, his fingers moving with practiced speed. The leader watches the clock, sweat beading on his forehead as each second ticks by. The only sounds are the soft whir of the drill and the ticking of the nearby clock. The robbers work in near silence, their concentration absolute as they race against time to crack the vault and grab the cash inside. Scene 6, Unexpected Complication. Just as the vault door begins to give way, a silent alarm is triggered. The leader's face pales as the distant wail of sirens begins to grow louder. The robbers freeze for a moment, their eyes wide with realization. "We're out of time," the leader growls, spurring the team into frantic action. They quickly grab whatever cash they can, the atmosphere shifting from tense control to barely contained panic as the sound of approaching danger grows louder with each passing second. Scene 7, The Escape. With bags of cash in hand, the robbers burst out of the bank's back entrance into a narrow alley. The sound of sirens is now deafening, and the flicker of police lights can be seen in the distance. The robbers split up, each taking a different route through the maze of alleys and side streets in an attempt to evade the approaching police. The air is thick with adrenaline as they run, their breaths coming in short, sharp gasps. The scene is chaotic, the camera shaking slightly to emphasize the frenetic energy of the escape. Scene 8, The Betrayal. In a secluded warehouse, the robbers regroup to divide the spoils. Tension hangs in the air as the leader opens one of the bags to reveal the cash. Just as they begin to relax, one of the robbers pulls a gun on the others, his eyes cold and calculating. "You knew this was coming," he says, his voice dripping with malice. A standoff ensues, the room filled with the silent threat of violence as the robbers eye each other, fingers twitching near their triggers. Scene 9, The Final Confrontation. The surviving robbers find themselves cornered by the police on a deserted street, their escape routes cut off. The sirens blare, and red and blue lights flash around them, casting long shadows on the pavement. The robbers exchange tense glances, their faces set with grim determination. The leader steps forward, his gun raised, ready for a final showdown. The atmosphere is thick with the inevitability of the confrontation. The air charged with the knowledge that this is the end of the line. Scene 10, the aftermath. The camera pans over the aftermath of the heist. A burning car, scattered bills fluttering in the wind, and the sound of police radios crackling in the distance. The street is littered with the remnants of the robbery gone wrong. The lone surviving robber, bloodied and battered, walks away from the scene, his figure silhouetted against the rising sun. The chaos of the night gives way to the calm of the morning, but the weight of the events that unfolded lingers in the air.